When buying a used family SUV, most of us look for a Toyota or Honda badge on the grille and assume the vehicle is financially safe. But buying the wrong model year can lead to a massive repair bill that far exceeds the initial purchase price. Securing a reliable deal requires identifying specific engine codes, verifying VIN numbers, and completing preventative modifications to separate a bargain from catastrophe. This chart plots popular SUVs by maintenance input versus risk of catastrophic failure. Several reputable legacy models surprisingly land in the high-risk red zone. Reaching the safe quadrant requires looking past general brand reputation and verifying the mechanical history of the specific chassis on the lot. A brand's history of reliability will not cover the cost of an $8,000 engine replacement if you buy their one defective year. The 2006 to 2008 Toyota RAV4 is a frequent trap for used buyers because of a hidden engine flaw. These years used the 2.4-liter 2AZFE engine, which has defective piston rings. Oil slips past the rings and burns up during normal driving, rapidly draining the oil pan between service intervals. To keep this engine alive, you have to manually monitor the dipstick constantly. If the engine runs dry, it will destroy itself. The 2013 to 2016 Ford Escape has a similarly high risk, though the danger depends entirely on which engine is under the hood. The 1.6-liter EcoBoost engine option suffers from coolant intrusion, where fluid leaks into the combustion chamber and destroys the engine without warning. You can identify the safer version by looking at the 8th digit of the VIN. If it is the number 7, the vehicle has the more durable 2.5-liter engine. Buying the wrong engine adds $6,000 to $9,000 in replacement costs to the price of a $10,000 SUV. The 2009 to 2012 Toyota Highlander is a top-tier 3-row SUV, provided the buyer addresses one specific part on day one. The factory rubber VVTi oil line can suddenly rupture, draining engine oil in seconds. An all-metal upgrade kit is mandatory. Installing this $550 metal line prevents an $8,300 engine failure. On the other side of the segment, the 2012 to 2014 Honda CR-V has the lowest average repair costs in its class. However, these models often develop a harsh, metallic rattle that lasts for a few seconds during a cold start. While the sound is loud, it is simply the variable timing actuator housing filling with oil after the car has been sitting. It is mechanically harmless and doesn't require an expensive repair. Financial safety in the used market requires knowing when to pay for a preventative fix and when a terrifying noise can be safely ignored. Buying the first year of a redesign introduces different risks, as seen in the 2019 Toyota RAV4. The new 8-speed automatic in the gas models frequently suffered from software-induced lurching and hesitation at low speeds. Before buying a 2019 model, verify that a dealership has applied this specific software update to the transmission control module. Newer RAV4 Hybrids and Primes present a different balance of fuel savings versus potential repair costs. These models can save an owner $2,500 in fuel costs over 5 years compared to the standard gas-only version. However, the 2019 to 2022 models have a known defect where the high-voltage rear motor cable corrodes. A single out-of-pocket repair for this cable can cost $3,000, which completely erases 5 years of gas savings. Prioritizing the newest body style or maximum efficiency often requires the used buyer to pay for the testing of unproven technology. We can simplify these risks into a clear set of choices based on your specific family needs. For those who need 3 rows and maximum space, the 2009 to 2012 Highlander is the choice, as long as you install the metal oil line. If you are working with a $10,000 budget, the 2013 to 2014 Mazda CX-5 provides high reliability without the pricing premium often attached to Toyota or Honda badges. For ultimate longevity and the lowest maintenance, target the 2016 to 2018 RAV4 or the 2012 to 2014 CR-V. A cheap SUV with a known design flaw is the most expensive vehicle you can buy. Shop by the specific engine, not the badge on the grille. You are standing in the service bay, staring at a multi-page invoice. Your standard bumper-to-bumper warranty expired years ago, and the mechanic just handed you a quote for over $5,000. For hundreds of thousands of drivers, these catastrophic bills are for known manufacturing defects. The automaker has already authorized dealerships to fix these issues at no cost to the owner. In the 5th-generation Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, a physical vulnerability in the rear motor cable, known as Cablegate, results in aggressive corrosion. This eventually destroys the vehicle's high-voltage wiring harness. Automakers often address these systemic failures through quiet corporate support programs, rather than publicized safety recalls. Missing the details of these programs leads to thousands of dollars in unnecessary out-of-pocket expenses. These covered components rarely fail without warning. They exhibit early, specific symptoms that are easy to overlook if you aren't searching for them. With the RAV4 Hybrid's deteriorating high-voltage cable, the first sign is often static on the AM radio. The corroding connector generates electrical noise that interferes with the signal long before the dashboard displays a hybrid system warning. This pattern of silent failure has historical precedent. Older model RAV4s equipped with the 2.4-liter 2AZ engine suffered from a notorious internal defect. Defective piston rings caused the engine to burn through a quart of oil every 1,000 miles. Owners found themselves topping off the dipstick between routine oil changes, even when no oil was leaking onto the ground. Dismissing these early symptoms creates a significant financial risk. Waiting for a total system shutdown can push the vehicle past the strict time and mileage windows required for the hidden warranty. To see the same internal data as the service department, you start with the 17-character vehicle identification number. You can find this number stamped on the lower driver's side corner of your windshield, printed on your vehicle registration, or listed on your insurance card. Take that number and enter it into the official recall and customer support lookup tool on the manufacturer's website. The database will show 2 distinct categories. You are looking for a customer support program, a voluntary, quietly extended warranty, rather than a publicized safety recall. For RAV4 Hybrid owners checking for the cable issue, search for program codes 25DT01 or 22TE09. For the older oil burning defect, the search code is CE7. This single program covered millions of vehicles, including specific years of the Camry, Corolla, and the Scion TC shown here. Identifying the specific alphanumeric code attached to your VIN is what switches your file from a retail repair to a pre-authorized corporate claim. When you find a match, do not call the dealer to report a general breakdown. I'm calling to schedule an inspection under Customer Support Program, followed by your specific code. Stating the code triggers a specific diagnostic protocol. Dealerships must follow these internal flowcharts to determine next steps for repair. If the vehicle meets program requirements, the diagnostic tree leads directly to this green box at the bottom. Perform ZE7 Warranty Enhancement Program Repair. Quoting the code up front ensures the service advisor flags your appointment under the corporate extension. This removes the service department's ability to charge you for the covered work. At the end of the appointment, the dealership performs the multi-thousand-dollar repair and hands you an invoice with a total balance of exactly $0. These programs are finite, often expiring after 10 years or 150,000 miles. You must verify and claim the repair before the vehicle ages out of the coverage window. To stay ahead of these issues, run the VIN for every vehicle you own through the manufacturer's lookup tool every 6 to 12 months. Successfully navigating this system allows you to drive away with a repaired vehicle while keeping your savings intact. A repair only becomes an unnecessary financial burden if you pay for it yourself, when the manufacturer has already set aside the funds to cover it. Walk onto any used car lot, and you will quickly notice that the Toyota RAV4 is the undisputed king of the compact SUV market. Buyers see it as the ultimate safe bet. That reputation has created what the industry calls the Toyota tax. People willingly pay a massive premium on the used market because they assume the vehicle requires absolutely zero maintenance. But placing blind trust in a badge can be a very expensive mistake. If you buy a wrong year, you're staring down catastrophic engine rebuilds, major transmission failures, and sudden $5,000 electrical bills. True automotive reliability is never guaranteed by a logo on the grille. It is tied to the specific mechanical engineering of distinct production generations. Let's start with the vehicles you need to avoid at all costs. The 2006 to 2008 models, equipped with the 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine, known internally as the 2AZ FE. This engine has a massive engineering flaw. Defective low-tension piston rings allow oil to slip directly into the combustion chamber. Because of this, it burns a full quart of oil every 1,000 miles. Without constantly checking the dipstick, the block runs dry and destroys itself. The next vehicle on the blacklist is surprisingly modern, the completely redesigned 2019 RAV4. First-year redesigns are notoriously buggy, and 2019 was a mess. Owners reported severe lurching at low speeds from the new 8-speed automatic transmission, dead batteries caused by parasitic electrical drains, and hybrid fuel tanks that refused to fill up all the way. Buying the first year of a major vehicle redesign or an engine code with a documented mechanical defect is a guaranteed financial trap, regardless of the manufacturer. There is an interesting twist in the RAV4 timeline. From 2009 to 2012, Toyota built what is essentially a sports car disguised as a family hauler. Engineers took the massive 3.5-liter V6 engine, the exact 2GR FE block used in the Lexus RX, and squeezed it into the tiny RAV4 frame. That engine produces 269 horsepower and launches the crossover from 0 to 60 in just over 6 seconds. More importantly, it bypasses the oil-burning defects of the 4-cylinder models entirely. If you don't care about going fast and just want a vehicle that will refuse to die, look at the 2016 to 2018 facelifted models. This is the era most mechanics recommend. By 2016, Toyota had refined the 2.5-liter engine and paired it with a traditional heavy-duty 6-speed automatic transmission. There are no complicated turbochargers and no fragile continuously variable transmissions to worry about. These specific years represent the optimal intersection of a highly depreciated purchase price and a high level of mechanical durability. Today, the modern 2019 to 2024 RAV4 Hybrids and Primes dominate the market due to massive demand and incredible fuel efficiency. But underneath the rear suspension is a flaw that frequently costs $5,000 to resolve: galvanic corrosion on the high-voltage connector. This cross-section shows exactly how it happens. The sealed connector allows salt and moisture to enter, but not drain. Mixed with high voltage, it triggers a grain corrosive mass. As it expands, it fractures the housing and severs power to the rear wheels. The early warning sign for this failure is bizarrely subtle. Many owners first experience unusual AM radio static, caused by electrical noise leaking from the deteriorating high-voltage cable. When this issue first surfaced, owners were hit with out-of-pocket repair bills exceeding $5,000 to drop the rear subframe and replace the entire wire harness. It took a class action lawsuit to finally force Toyota's hand. Their quiet solution was Customer Support Program 25DT01. It acts as a stealth warranty extension, offering 10 years and unlimited miles of coverage for the repair. There is a critical difference between a federally mandated safety recall and a customer support program. Because the government hasn't declared this a safety defect, Toyota has no legal obligation to aggressively track you down. The financial burden of discovering the free fix rests entirely on the driver. Buying a vehicle based solely on its brand logo is a gamble. You have to evaluate the specific mechanical configuration of the exact year you are looking at. This is the definitive guide for navigating the used RAV4 market based on the data covered. Avoid the 2006 to 2008 4-cylinders and the buggy 2019 redesign. Look for the 2010 to 2012 V6 if you want speed, and hunt down the 2016 to 2018 models for longevity. If you currently own a 2019 to 2024 hybrid or prime, pull your VIN today. Enter it into Toyota's official lookup tool and claim your free Cablegate inspection before that extended warranty window closes. Paying the Toyota tax for a used RAV4 can be a brilliant financial decision. You just need the mechanical history to ensure you are buying the right one.